Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. And I'm looking at my monitor and the camera is recording. Yeah, do you know we made something great yesterday and I didn't hit record, so I'm going to share what we made yesterday. So yesterday, even though it wasn't there, we made this. Yes, I made a shaker bag, so I'm going to share that in a second. And I also used a couple of elements from stuff that I did in the week. We used one of the words from this die set. Yes, we did. And today, to make things simple, we're going to put the fruit banners together because I want to be able to use those on Monday. Right, so it is Friday and I have had coffee, and this is what we made yesterday. Yeah. So we made this lovely little shaker beach bag yesterday, and I popped an ice cream cone on there, and if you look in there, I used a little bit of braid and I used two different colours, and all I did was chop this layer off using the bag, and then you just cut it up at the top so that you've got two different colours going on inside your bag. And I chose white and red for my handle. I thought it was very sunshiny, beachy, and a little bit 4th of July-y. So that's what we made yesterday, and I can tell you it took us 20 minutes. Yeah, it did. It took 20 minutes. Never mind. Right, so on to the fruit banners, which is what we're going to make today. And I'm still looking and I'm still recording. So I'm going to use a scrap of cardstock. I'm going to show you how to do like the little elements of these really quick. I'm using two white paint pens. I'm using my Artistro, which I'll link below, and I'm also using a Posca, which I believe I also link below. Both of these are in white. I'm using a pickup tool because the bits are small, and this is a wax tip pickup tool. You just sharpen it all the way to the end like a pencil. You know, as it gets a bit yucky, just cut a bit off and just keep going. This is a new one. My last one lasted me 4 years and it got so small that I just kept breaking it. We're using two Tombow pens. We're using a 133 and a 977. So it's a kind of honeyish milk chocolate brown and a lime green. Right, I'm still checking the camera. Let's start with the bananas. Right, I have cut those in yellow, and then you get all of your little yellow banana layering pieces. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure the tops of bananas are a little bit brown. So rather than sort of like fussy cutting stuff out that would take you forever and layering stuff up, we're just going to go in with a brown marker really simply and just do the stalks of those bananas. So that's quite literally all we're doing, and then what you've got is a nice extra bit of detail onto your fruit. So I'll just finish those and I'll be right back. Right, so that's all of the stems of the bananas, and now we need to glue those on. So what I'll do is I'll do 3 and then I'll go off camera, finish it, and come back with the completed banana banner. So just use your pickup tool and situate it on top and just try and get it as straight as you can. I do love little elements like this, and I think the banana ones are so unusual. There we go. Let's get that one on there. Right, you can see we've got 3 bananas going on at the moment. I'm going to finish them and then we'll do a close-up and do another one. Right, those are done, and you can see they've got their lovely little brown stalks there for those bananas to hang on to that little banner. So those are all finished. I'll pop those there. And next up, let's do the strawberries. The strawberries are very sweet. Can you see they've got 3 seed holes there? So I want my seeds to be a different colour, and I can see that it's like, I don't know, 2/3 of the way up the strawberry. So what I'm going to do for that, I'm just making sure I'm recording again, is I'm going to use my Posca. Now, I haven't used this in a while, so I'm just giving it a jolly good shake, just to make sure that you're getting all of your pigment mixed. And then what you do with the Posca is you give it a little press. Can you see that? I didn't need to press it, but there we go. So I can just pick some of this up, and all I'm going to do is go along the strawberry. Now I know those seeds are going to be kind of like 2/3 up, so I want to make sure that when I put my layer on, my seeds are going to be white. So I'm just going through here like this. I might be in need of some new pens actually. I do use paint pens an awful lot. I just love them. They're quick drying. So I'm going to finish the rest and I'll be right back and we'll glue them on. Okay, so that is the strawberries with some Posca paint on, and these are the tops of my strawberries, the little caps, and they're cut in a sagey kind of green. Now the next thing we need to do is glue on the strawberries, so I'm just grabbing one here and looking at it. I'm going to have a little bit of glue here, bit of glue there, and just a little bit of glue there. That's all it's going to need. And I'm just swizzling it around in my hand so I don't put my fingers in it. Then you're just going to need to line it up, which is quite easy because if I get my fingers under that bit, you can see where the stalks are. So just get your strawberry pressed down. And then on top of that, we're going to put one of these little green caps. So it's got stalk on it as well. So I'm just going to go there. Tiny, tiny little bit of glue. I've got my pickup tool. I'm going to pick up one of these. And I'm popping that down. I was popping it down. Now I need to pick it up again. I'll put some glue on the back of it. Let's pick it up from the table. I want that to go up and give it a squish. Right, I hope you could see that. That's one little strawberry done. So I'm going to finish the others and be right back. Okay, so now that one is done, and you can see you've got the little green caps and you've got little white seeds. So that's strawberries and bananas. Next up, we're going to do the lime. Now this one, I want the entire base to be a different shade of green because the lime slices are cut in the same colour. So I'm going for the base in a different shade. Now I know that these are sage green and not lime green, but that's just the colour that I wanted, and we're using this colour pen to colour these in. And I am going to do all of these exactly like this, and then I'm going to be right back. Right, so that's all done, and you might be thinking, goodness me, how are you going to get glue on that and handle it? Well, I'm not. That's the short answer. And where I'm going to put my glue is in 4 parts. So I'm going here, as long as my glue is going to squirt out. There we go. So I'm going here in 4 areas, and then I'll run away and do the others. So I'll get my pickup tool again. I'm going to pick up one of these lime slices. These can be lemons or oranges as well if you want them to be. and just pop it down and straighten it up. So you haven't got to think to yourself, you know, that you're picking one of these up and putting lots of glue on it. No, just put it to 4 parts and then dab off your wet glue, and I'll be right back in a minute. Okay, so now we've got our lovely little line border, and I can see I've got paint on my thumb. So how quick and easy was that? That really was quick and easy. Because I know some people might look at stuff like this and they think, oh no, no, I can't do that. Yes, you can. You can. Now this one is easier because all you have to do is cut your base in green, and then you get all of your cherries to stick on top. So I'm just going to pop 2 on, and I'll be right back when I've finished it. So just get your cherry face the right way around and pop it on there. Really quick and easy. See that? I'm going to finish the rest and I'll be right back. Okay, so the next thing I want to do now is I just want to dot my cherries. So I've got my fine white pen, and just to add, you know, detail, just put a little dot. People will notice, I promise you. Just a simple little dot like that, and that just completely changes it. And you can do the same with these strawberries, just to add a little bit of cuteness. Just a couple of little dots there for highlights. Ooh, excuse my throat. You can go into your lime and do the same. Go closer in the center. Might not be as noticeable because watercolor pen will absorb into white paint pen unless you put some kind of fixative on it, like a matte medium or something. But you will still notice those little tiny differences. At least I do, and I don't have very good eyesight, I have to tell you. There. So we've got our strawberries and bananas, we've got our limes, and we've got our cherries. And of course, this is what we made and didn't make yesterday. I don't want to forget that, because that was 20 minutes of speaking to myself. Yeah, and all of these strawberry banners and what have you, we're going to be using on Monday. Right, I thank you so much for joining me today. Do have an absolutely awesome weekend. I think mine is filled with rain, so I should be crafting. And I'll see you on Monday as usual. All links below. Bye.